All right, guys, it's time for me to pass you over to some experts, which I cannot wait to do, like Baratunde Thurston, okay? He's the host of a new six-part travel and adventure series airing on July 5th on PBS. I was able to speak with him about what we should expect from the show and how it feels to meet so many wonderful people all through their love for the great outdoors. Check it out. Baratunde, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. What up, Pacific Northwest?
I know, right? We're happy. Look, we love the outdoors over here, but you got to tell me all about this new series. What are we doing?
We are getting outside. That's what we're doing. We're breaking free of our households, of our zip codes, even our states. I spent last summer 2021, exploring this incredible nation with all of its various people coming in all of our shapes and sizes and attitudes who share a deep connection to the outdoors. I'm talking Black surfers in LA. I'm talking women hikers in the Appalachian Trail. I'm talking paralyzed white river rafters in Appalachia. I'm talking regenerative farmers in Minnesota and ranchers in Idaho. If they're outside, I'm outside with them. It was a great privilege to be able to learn so much from my fellow Americans outside.
Yeah. How did you fall in love with the outdoors? Because you are an enthusiast. I mean, you have to be to go to all these different places. And, you know, it's wonderful to get everybody's story, but you're doing it outside.
I am. And it started as many things with most of us, with my mother. I grew up in Washington, D.C., born in 1977. And my mom got us out of the hood by taking us outside. We would go into the Blue Ridge Mountains. We would go to the eastern shore of Maryland. We would go hiking along the C&O Canal. My mom was a member of the Sierra Club. So I remember doing little Sierra Club hikes and picturing the owls and picking them out. And so when I'm out, in Duluth, Minnesota with Dudley Edmondson, this photographer, Black photographer, and he's picking out the birds, I'm having this flashback to my own childhood. It was getting to relive and re-embody and reclaim this essential part of myself. And look, there's a quick connection to Portland. My mom, that was the last city my mother lived in, was Portland, Oregon. She loved Portland. And the last adventure we went on as a family, me, my mother, my sister, we drove her out to Astoria. She just wanted to be at the beach. And we pulled the car right up to the water, opened the side door. She couldn't even get out the car, but we let that salt, fresh air in, and it could help with her moving on to the next stage to kind of say goodbye in this really beautiful, peaceful environment as her homegoing process. So thank you, Portland, for providing my mother with that beautiful way out.
Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. We love that. And it sounds like this show is more than just, History Channel, going to places, looking at some mountains, and then getting out of there. You are kind of telling people's story, and this is giving us a deeper connection to personal people and their adventures in their own lives. Is that correct?
It is correct. I think of it in some ways as kind of the oldest to the newest. In terms of who gets to be American. I'm always fascinated by the question of what it means to be American. So you got the indigenous folk who predate America. Their nations existed before we were a nation. And I got to spend time with 3 different nations. So I sat beside them. I learned along with them. I just shut up and watched at times. And that was a great honor to be reminded that they're still present and not just a part of history. But then I also spent time with literally the newest Americans, refugee teenagers who are part of this outdoor program in Boise, Idaho, of all places. And to hear the teenage excitement mixed with reverence for something slow. I'm used to teenagers getting excited about TikTok and Snapchat. That's predictable. That's easy. The Minecraftness of it all goes without saying. But a teenager who's excited about the calm that comes from just floating down a river and letting the stresses of the day, the feelings of not belonging, drift away like the water in the river, that moved my heart. And I was like, yo, you're an American. And I was saying to the Ojibwe, and you're an American. And everybody in between those ancient and very freshly born generations, we all have a claim to this land.
Well, Baratunde, you sold me. I'm tuning in. You got a viewer in me.
Yes.
Tell
Yes.
everyone where they can catch America Outdoors.
We premiere July 5th, 9 p.m. on PBS. And if you're not one of those people who has a television, you don't have to hit me with that noise. Go to pbs.org/America Outdoors. You can stream it for free on the website or in the PBS app. They won't ask you for your credit card or even your email address. It's your network. You already paid for it. So please watch it and find your own version of the outdoors that gives you some sense of peace and love and restoration, because we all need and deserve that.
We love that. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.